You know, we can cut the blood circulation off to his brain.
He's about to cut off the circulation to the dude's brain behind him?
If I could get to these small intestine points.
I'm gonna rewind, and if he said intestine points, I'm gonna pass out myself because he cut the circulation off to my brain.
If I could get to these small intestine points.
He's squeezing my guy's Achilles tendons. He's saying that's gonna cut off his intestinal circulation, which then in turn will turn off the circulation to his brain.
So go try and choke me, go. I'm gonna press it, 1, 2, 3. He's out. I held it for 3 seconds.
That guy needs an Academy Award. Why? The biggest snub of the year! Jumping on Lego every day until I get a girlfriend. Oh no, not, that's so painful, so sharp, so sharp! Oh! His tarsals, his calcaneus, his plantar fascia.
Take some Viagra for the game, baby. Gotta fit that circulation going right.
What?
A lot of NFL players, at least in my day, took Viagra because it opens up the blood vessels. A lot of endurance athletes.
I don't know what NFL players are popping Viagra before the game. I get why you do it after the game. Viagra and sildenafil, the main ingredient in Viagra, is a vasodilator, so it opens up blood vessels. It was actually initially tested for and used for pulmonary hypertension, so high blood pressure in your lungs. Now, the problem is, and why I don't recommend this to people, you want your body deciding where blood flow should go. What you may not realize is Viagra has side effects. Headaches and visual problems are actually two of the most common.
I honestly have no idea why he does this. My working theory is that he's stupid.
That was adorable. That was the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. Oh, oh, oh! He 360 finger rolled that bad boy. Wow, that was nice. I have trouble just shooting a basic layup.
Rain dance! Make it a rain!
Aw. Oh, is he gonna help her up? Did he just do chest compressions on her leg? I'm torn, I'm torn. I'm half ecstatic that this young child potentially watched one of my videos and started doing chest compressions, but also at the same time really disappointed. Why the heck is he doing it on her ankle? It's true because kids are actively trying to figure out if they actually were hurt and how much something hurts. So if your child happens to fall, watch them, see how they react, and don't automatically jump and be very upset that they fell because that can translate to more fear, more anxiety. Is that supposed to be like roulette on the water? Because that's really cool, I would do that. Oh no, we're back with this. The kick is just for effect. He's not even really kicking. I feel like this has become a show now. I don't know if this video was filmed after the first video and after the whole uproar from other doctors, including myself, that he shouldn't be hitting his students in the face. He is barely making contact with their faces. Barely. Before, he was laying them out. But now, when he's hitting their faces, even like the leg kick, he's not really putting full force. I hope the lesson was learned. Still not ideal, still hitting them in the face. People in the comment section, but doesn't it make your chin stronger? No, it does the opposite. The more hits you take to the face, unprotected, the more likely it is that you're gonna get knocked out in the future. Isn't that crazy? Okay, face kick, front kick, front punch. Whoa, flying punch. Whoa, kick, elbow, kick, reverse elbow, slap, kick. Oh! That had to have been fake. Oh.
Ladies, if I'm ever down and I need CPR, this is how you do chest compressions, okay?
Oh my God, I know the joke you're making, but trust me, those are not the chest compressions you want if you ever found down. You want the good ones. You want Dr. Mike on top of you, pounding your chest 2 inches deep, 100 beats per minute, potentially breaking ribs in order to get you help. What? I'm skeptical about this. Could it be possible? Yeah, the body's really good at creating walls around foreign substances, whether we're talking about bacterias or a piece of glass. I don't know about that one. Like just the placement of it, it looks like it's in the calf. The gastroc moves a lot. I feel like you would feel it, especially with the thickness of that glass piece.
Vagina steaming.
No! First of all, it's not even vaginal steaming. It's vulvar steaming. Vagina is the pathway to your uterus and your cervix. It's inside. I don't think they're putting steam inside of your body because that would burn. Do you know what needs to be steamed? Clothes.
It's a century-old treatment.
Yeah, and it should be century-old thing that we keep centuries away from us.
It's a facial for your vagina.
No, it's not though. And the vagina is not your face, it's different skin. One is a mucosal membrane, one is skin.
You sit over a medicinal steam pot.
What is a medicinal steam pot? You're just putting names on a friggin' tea kettle.
Cleanse the vagina and uterus.
Cleans. You like steam? Go into a steam room. This is garbage. This is misinformation. When you wake up from your nap and you realize you're at the doctor. Oh, that's the cutest baby ever. It's definitely not my doctor's office because that baby would be stoked to see me. I'd be like, what up, B-woo? If you mix olive oil and lemon, you will get lemony olive oil. Oh, hold on, I didn't even read the fact that it said sex fact. I don't know what I'm about to get. A better result than Viagra. What use are you trying to get from the Viagra? Like if you're trying to create a food topping that tastes good and you're putting Viagra on it, it would be a better result than Viagra. But if you're trying to get erections because you have erectile dysfunction, no, my friends, Viagra is better. Foods. How does rice make you shorter? What is that? And how does corn make you shorter? None of this makes sense. Do they explain any of it? If you ever see me make a video titled Foods That Make You Shorter, unsubscribe from my channel. How to lose 10 pounds in 1 month. Massage your... Why did I think this was gonna be good information? First of all, massaging your earlobes, cool. I love it. I touch my own earlobes all the time. Has nothing to do with weight loss, but love it nonetheless. Eat slowly, good advice. Not weight loss advice, but good advice nonetheless. Coffee does contain caffeine, which is a metabolism upper, if you will. It speeds up your metabolism to some degree, which can help you burn calories. And if you're having black coffee, you're not adding all these fatty things to it that people do when they put a caramel, milky, cheese-induced grande macchiato. Okay, eat in front of the mirror is the worst friggin' advice ever. Like, that's just some like self-hatred thing. Terrible. I actually read that in a Cosmo thing one time and I was like, bleh. Don't eat out of boredom. Good piece of advice. Avoid eating while distracted, because it's very easy to binge eat while you're distracted, because then you're not in tune with how full you actually are. Oh, that's dangerous. The fact that he can touch it, wow, that's really dangerous.
I wanna say something, but
Oh, this is fun.
I wanna say something.
That's true.
You are all that I see.
That's probably my favorite one, the ball and socket joint. So sutures are what's inside your cranium that they don't actually have a great amount of movement. They can have a small, tiny amount. Maybe you won't even feel the amount of movement that those sutures have.
Michael, I'm sick.
It's Dr. Michael to you.
I got a prescription from doctor. Can you go and get it for me?
Sure.
So doctor's prescription is for headache, Louis Vuitton purse, for sore throat, Cartier bracelet, for fever, Jimmy Choo heels.
I'm not gonna lie. I wanted a date, and somehow we ended up in the mall because I think I needed to get a gift for whoever birthday we were going to, or an event we were going to. During ringing the stuff up for the event that I was going to, and I was bringing this person as my date. This was our second date, maybe. She looked at me and she goes, "Amnya sumachku," which means in Russian, "How about a purse for me?" I vomited in my mouth. Oh, noof! Is that a noof?
But if I'm cold, you're cold. You gotta come in.
I love when people try and tell dog owners that their dogs are uncomfortable when they have no idea any information about that dog. I was walking with Bear, and I'm walking around and I'm training him, and Bear loves to get spanked on his butt. Like when I said he's been a good boy, like I spank him on his butt as a congratulations, and he gets all excited and he wants to jump on me. That's like his version of play. And some lady comes up to me on the street, I'm assuming her middle name was Karen, and she says, "Sir, please don't hit your dog." And I was like, "Thank you." You love getting spanked. You love getting spanked.
A 73-year-old Algerian woman presented to an emergency with abdominal pain. They did studies of her abdomen and found this. She had a lithopedion. This is a fetus who passed away 35 years earlier and weighed 4.5 kilograms and became calcified in her abdomen.
This is insanely rare. This would only happen with an ectopic pregnancy. If the fetus is in the abdomen and then the baby dies because that's not a hospitable environment and the patient didn't know that they were pregnant, that baby almost gets treated as a foreign substance by the body. It starts walling it off much like it does an abscess or any other foreign substance for that matter. It creates scar tissue, fibrotic tissue, surrounding it calcifications. And like, remember, we're scanning everyone and everyone these days in the emergency rooms, and this is not happening regularly by any means.
Liver King here. Welcome back to another Saturday dinner. Here's what we're having. For breakfast, lunch, and dinner, we're having liver. We got about 3 or 4 ounces of liver. We got our bone marrow, so we got a fresh piece of femur. We're just gonna scoop that marrow out.
2 important things here. Liver, one of its other names is nature's multivitamin because there are a lot of minerals and vitamins found in the liver. There's high amounts of, I believe, vitamin A in liver. Vitamin A is one of the fat-soluble vitamins, DEKA, and fat-soluble vitamins are not ones that can be excreted in your urine and can actually be stored in your fat stores, which means that it's very easy to overdo it with vitamin A, especially with the huge amounts that are found in liver. Bone marrow contains a compound called adiponectin, which actually has been linked to lower rates of diabetes and cardiovascular disease. There's a lot of good vitamins and minerals in there as well. Glucosamine for joint health. And while the evidence on that isn't perfect, if you're getting the natural way, to me, it's better than the supplement way.
A Liver King concoction.
I want to know what's in the Liver King concoction.
We're having a couple of patties today.
I hope he's not eating all those patties. That's a lot of meat.
All these patties are for me. Some of you guys think I don't eat all this food. I eat every single patty. I eat every single fry.
That's a lot of food. Caloric intake has got to be huge. I don't know how much exercise he's doing. It's probably a lot. I also don't know if he's supplementing with any kind of exogenous hormones. Not making any presumptions here, but it's possible, especially when you're eating huge amounts like this. It's very, very interesting. That's a good exercise. My man is not only doing a farmer's walk with heavy kettlebells, but he's doing it in the water with added water resistance. Good exercise.
It says cell phone reception goes here. And by here, that really means this Faraday cage. And that Faraday cage is gonna make sure to block all the EMFs.
This EMF thing has been going around TikTok, people being very much afraid of low-level EMF. What we've seen is if you have high levels of exposure, way high, industrial levels of exposure, it is problematic. But low levels don't show any short-term danger to the human body. When we do long-term studies, there's been some inconclusive results, where there's been some weak studies that show like maybe there's some tie, no cause and effect, but a potential tie that could exist. There's so many risks in our everyday lives. We have to pick and choose our battles. And if I was to have a conversation with my patient about whether or not EMF should take a central place in their life of risk determination, I would probably say no. There's other things where we can make changes and have bigger wins and better risk reduction than talking about EMF.
We have a hard shell hyperbaric chamber. We pump in pure medical grade O2.
This is really interesting because based on zoning laws and how these things can explode, only certified facilities like hospitals and places where you have to have a certain distance away from other commercial facilities and residential facilities, I believe, that you're allowed to have one of these. When it comes to hyperbaric treatments though, there's a lot of misinformation out there of people claiming that it cures everything from cancer to Lyme disease to Alzheimer's disease, which is complete poo-poo. It's never been proven to do any of those things. In fact, here's a list of the things that it's actually been proven to help with and we use in our hospitals every single day.
We have our cold plunge. There's pine needles in here. There are leaves in here. There's stuff in here that you'd probably say you should probably clean your cold plunge. But this is all earth. This is all stuff that's gonna help.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with having leaves in your cold plunge. Like, that's not a problem. We want to get that bad boy out. These were painful TikToks. These are painful memes. Click here to check that out. As always, stay happy and healthy. And let's watch some of these memes together. They're really funny and painful.